Welcome back to another episode of my Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty here on College Football 25. We are in the college football playoff, and we now have a matchup against Penn State with a chance at the national title on the line. Penn State, the number 3 team in the country, but ended up being the 5 seed here. In the playoffs, they've gotten a victory over Boise State, got a victory over Colorado. Now they get a chance to take on the Dawgs. This is a very, very, very talented Penn State team. I think for my money, probably the second most talented team in the country. I do think we are the most talented team in the country. Ohio State's had a 90. Penn State's had an 89, so it's pretty close. So Penn State is at 13-2 here, having lost to Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game and lost to Michigan at home 38-13. So kind of a couple of surprising losses there, but they've looked good in the playoffs. Looked pretty solid otherwise. An impressive victory here at home against Washington stands out. Beat Temple barely, though. Got a nice road victory here over Cincinnati early in the season. So overall, pretty solid record as far as how they've gotten here. But most importantly, of course, is checking out this roster. And we kind of took a look at like how they beat Colorado at the end of the last episode, of course. And hold on one second. So they are led by John Hicks here at quarterback, 89 after the boost. Super fast. So he's an excellent athlete, great change of direction, great arm, good accuracies in the short and intermediate. The deep ball accuracy is maybe a little weak. His ability to throw on the run is good, throw under pressure is good, break sack is good. This is a problem. He is a really, really good quarterback, and he is a guy that has put up 30 touchdowns against 9 picks here in his first season as a starter. Can be turnover prone, can have those bad games, through 4 interceptions in their 2 losses there against just 3 touchdowns. Of course, bounced back with a 6 touchdown game after the Michigan loss. Then has been clean here through the playoffs. Hasn't been outstanding. He's got a nice running back room behind him, though. Cam Walters is a sophomore. Got the juice, got the top end speed there as a power back too. Very Tobias, Reed McGinnis kind of running back there. Maybe a little bit more top end speed. You got Rodney Maui there behind him. I don't know if that's exactly how to pronounce that or not. Hasn't been used a whole lot, so maybe he's not really operating as their number 2. Maybe as Hamrick. Walters, though, is the clear 1. Really good, really fast wide receiver group here. Snodgrass and Zeitler. We did see both went over 100 yards and scored touchdowns there against Colorado. Technically, Vanover is one of their top 2 receivers. Didn't do a whole lot for them, though, in that game. Then a guy like DeMar Lincoln, I mean, this guy had to have been a 5-star wide receiver. Yeah, 5-star, elite development trait guy. Really, really talented wide receiver room with a lot of speed. The tight end room, ridiculous. Luke Reynolds is a senior leading the way there. He's a great athlete. Offensive line is this team's strength, and it is outstanding all the way across the board. Defensive line, so they're without Stephen McCluster. He's got a fractured elbow. His season is over. But the backups are good. This whole defensive front is still really good. Linebackers are good. They're athletic. No weaknesses really there. Cornerback room is really, really fast. Kind of lacking in size. Their top 4 guys here all at 5'11". But got the juice, got the quickness there for sure. And got 2 good safeties. This is a really good Penn State team. I do think it's one that can give Georgia problems, but it is what it is. Let's see what happens. Oh, I guess I should talk about it. So sorry about this. We made it to this game off the back of the game of the series here. A triple overtime victory over Florida, the 3rd time that we played them. Keldon Leonard walked it off in overtime. Georgia survives what was a really bad fourth quarter defensively, but took down the Heisman winner, finally outlasted him, along with KD Daniels having a great game. But this was all about Lagway making plays. Hicks is a kind of quarterback very similar to Lagway, got a little bit more top end speed, probably not quite as good a deep ball. So something to watch out for. Of course, not that it really matters. It's considered the game of the week. Here we go for a chance at the national title. Again, this is going to be the last season of the Dynasty here on the channel, so any game could be the last game. Hopefully it's not this. Hopefully we do end up winning that national title before sending these Dogs, this Dog series away. But it is Georgia and Penn State ready to see who is going to come out on top. This one is being played in the Cotton Bowl. Georgia's going to get the ball first here to receive. Eric Eggington back to return it. He is going to take it out. Speedster can certainly make plays. Was really quiet here against Florida. It was a big Cantrell day against Florida last week. Georgia ran the ball a ton. I think it was right at 35 carries between Tobias and Easy. So see if that does continue. But Georgia look to get things started here. They go 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Leonard takes it. It's going to be a handoff to Tobias, eaten up by that defensive lineman Amari Everett, making his first play pretty quickly in this game. They go 3 wide with the tight end again. Togo goes in motion. Leonard, they're going to set up the screen, gets it to Tobias, gets 2 blocks. Tobias make a nice play there, gets to the outside, gets a gain of 8. Georgia really utilized those running backs last week. If they continue to do so here, it's going to be a tough matchup. Tobias bouncing around, does get the first down. I think if Georgia gets the opportunity to, they are going to run the football a ton here. Be a handoff to Easy. It's good blocking there. Gets a gain of 6. Goes off the burst whenever he found the hole. Easy's certainly likely to be a high-end draft pick, one of the more talented running backs in the country. 5 sets us up. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. Spread it out a little bit here. Add on a hat. Do they run the football? They do. Leonard hands it off as Tobias up the middle again. Already the 4th carry for Tobias. Georgia, like they did last week, they're coming out here really wanting, it looks like anyway, to run the football a ton. Strength is this offensive line. Addington goes in motion. Leonard takes the snap. Going to dump this underneath to Riddell. Does catch it, gets a gain of 7. So good. Leonard takes the snap. He's going to sit here and try to scramble it out. Going to dump this over to Addington. Finally, Leonard could have gotten that throw off a little earlier, kind of waited for Addington to be able to kind of get ready to turn it up the field there right after the catch, and Leonard does get the completion. This is going to be a run to Tobias. It's a gain of 8. Second and 2. Leonard takes the snap. Dump this down to Easy, who makes the grab. It's the first down. Georgia's inside of the 20 here to get things underway. Georgia has started really well on offense pretty much every game this season. Leonard hand this off to Tobias. Decides to cut it back up once he got outside the tackle. It's a gain of 2 out of that. Georgia goes under center. Don't see them do this here a whole lot. Leonard takes the snap. Dump this quickly to Riddell. Just a gain of 2. 3rd and 6. Leonard takes the snap. Going to dump that's underneath the Cantrell. Is going to get knocked away. Leonard tried to stand in the pocket. Play just didn't develop the way Georgia wanted it to. Jadowski out to kick a field goal, and it is up and it is good. Georgia gets the long drive here to start things off. Unfortunately, do not end that with a touchdown, but they do get a field goal. And now this is going to be where things, I think, get really interesting. I think Georgia showed they should have some success running the football and moving the ball here against the NATTY lines. What do they do with Hicks and this speedy group of wide receivers with a good power running back? They've his Penn State team is actually built extremely like the Georgia offense in the way that the team is built. Good tight ends, speedy wide receivers that can make plays, and a power back for their quarterback to hand it off to, and they do go to that power back to start things off. He's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. McNabb could not finish off the tackle, but eventually runs him to the sideline. Great play for the sophomore Tyrese McNabb to get things started there. 2nd and 15. Drop back to pass. Hicks going to throw that. Somehow gets that completed. It's up a 3rd and 5. Hanover was quiet last week against Colorado. Gets involved early here. 3rd and 5. Dump this quickly to the tight end. Easy completion. Big time yardage there. It's an easy 1st down. A lot of speed that Penn State has. Going to dump it off. Oh, got to make that tackle. He made the second one. Ends up being a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. That's going to be a false start. It is going to be a false start. Looks like here on Penn State, going to get backed up. Georgia was really able to survive against Florida in their first playoff game, thanks to getting out to a quick start. In particular, Hicks trying to make a play, shrugs off a couple of tackles, finally gets knocked out of bounds. Set up a 3rd and 8 though. Hicks is plenty good of an athlete. Hicks is going to try to scramble. They put Justin Williams in a spy. Number 19 makes his first big play there on 3rd down. That's going to be the... So Penn State's going to have the added bonus, right, of only seeing 3 pass rushers a lot. Georgia's going to be worried about Hicks and his ability to do things in the scramble game. Williams is a great athlete, should be able to contain that. He can Adonijah Green, can Jordan Hall, can these guys get after them when it matters? Addington goes in motion. You know they love to hit a big shot to him. And Leonard's going to take a sack. Had Riddell breaking open, but was unable to complete a Campanero there. Looked like he was on the sack. Leonard takes the snap. We're going to try to dump this one. I don't even know if he gained a yard there. Maybe a yard. Georgia quickly looking not very good here on offense. This is a really fast, Penn State defense. Leonard's going to take the snap. He's going to dump this to Cantrell. Leonard not trying to force anything there. The sack there on 1st down really hurting them right now. This is a Penn State defense that's got some speed right now, really playing back, trying to force him to go underneath. After getting that sack, we're able to successfully get a stop there. First and 10. Hicks. Going to be a play action. He's going to dump it off to his running back. He's able to miss it, make a guy miss. You don't expect that from a power back to be that shifty Into the first quarter quickly there. Georgia up 3-0, but Penn State in Georgia territory after a nice first down play there. Georgia had an opportunity to maybe get up a couple of scores, but a sack from Penn State backed them up. Were unable to make enough plays to extend that drive. We'll dump that off to the tight end. Reynolds cannot get up the field though. 2nd and 8. It's going to be a run. KJ has him wrapped up. McLeod finally brings him down. It's 3rd and 3. Cam Walters, sophomore out of Maryland. Heck of a football player. It certainly looks like anyway. We have play action. Oh, what a great route. Great throw. John Hicks has Penn State inside the 10. He's looking the part. Georgia's got to find a way to get pressure. It'll be a massive ordeal. It's going to be a run. Gets him to the 5. A gain of 2 or 3. So far, they've done okay with Walters. It'll be a run again. Pulling guard. Williams brings him down, but it's right at the 1-yard line. Do throw it. Hicks going to try to scramble, is going to get stopped. Jones and McNabb there to wrap him up. Hicks try to scramble around, wait for something to break open. It never does. Georgia gets a big goal line stop there. Penn State had a nice drive, just could not capitalize. Kind of same as Georgia's first one. All knotted up here at 3. So far, of course, in this series, Georgia won the national championship in year 1. Year 2, they lost in this round to Kansas State. Year 3, went to the national championship game. They played Ohio State, but failed just short in their effort. The handoff to Easy, able to spin around. Look at Easy making something out of nothing. Had 2 Penn State guys there in the hole. Able to maneuver around them, gets a gain of 6. Really made something out of nothing there. Leonard takes it. It's a handoff to Tobias, delivering blows. Tobias with a first down. Georgia is going to try to run the football as much as they possibly can in this one. Turnovers have been Georgia's biggest bugaboos. The games that they do lose, very few and far between. Easy cannot do much there. So now we're in a situation like this. Where do you kind of go here? Second and 10. Take the snap. I'm going to try to dump that to Easy. Leonard gets hit again. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. So far, Georgia just struggling to pass block here early on. Leonard takes the snap. Just going to get this underneath to Napoli. Nothing there. Nowhere for him to go with the football. I'm just going to take a second look. Just see, they bail out there. Could have maybe gotten that throw to Dallas. It'd have been a heck of a throw, though. Tuggle, no separation. Penn State looking pretty good here on defense after Georgia moved the ball pretty efficiently that first drive. 3-3. Play action, big time throw, big time catch. Thankfully, he ran out of bounds. Or just was kind of forced to go out of bounds there. Holden was unable to tackle him. Georgia's going to have some problems in this game. Play action, Hicks dumps it off. Not the best play. Thankfully, Cole was there. Almost almost wish he'd have caught that with a lost yards there. Go Diamond. Quickly throw the screen. Backed up there. It's a gain of 6 though. 3rd and 4. They go empty again. They're going to put a lot of stress on Georgia here. It's got nowhere to go. He's going to get hit. 36 is going to be a big field goal. 53 yards. Kick is up. And it hangs in off the upright. Okay. Penn State is up. Georgia. Need to find something good here on offense. It has been a real struggle for them after that first drive. See if they can get something going here. Plenty of time here before the second half starts. Carried to Tobias. It's a gain of 6. Leonard takes the snap. Going to get this underneath to Cantrell. Got a little catch and run to him there. It's the first down. Takes the snap. Nope. Ended up being a bad decision. Should have thrown that to the tight end instead. Leonard takes the snap. This one he does get completed to Adenson. Got some speed. It's a 3rd and 1. Trying to spread Penn State out here with their formations. Trying to give them a lot of different looks out of the same formation there. A lot of different plays. 3 wide receivers. They switch it up here a little bit. Tuggle comes in motion. Run the screen to him. Tuggle gets some decent blocking there. Doesn't try to cut to the outside. Finish that with some physicality. Tuggle now with a minus 19 speed. Georgia's probably going to have to replace him at least temporarily here. Might be seeing a little bit more voice. Is he ready for bigger moments? I guess we're going to find out. Tuggle's pretty unplayable. Minus 19 speed, dealing with an ankle issue. Kenny Boyce has not played as much as I thought he was going to heading into the season. Tobias, had a hole there. Just trying to play things smart. Not trying to force anything. 2-minute warning. Leonard takes the snap. Dump this off to Riddell. Catches it, gets a gain of 7. Georgia's still not rushing at all. Leonard takes it. Gonna try to scramble away, just gonna throw it away. 3rd and 3. The snap underneath. Dallas gets it, gets the first down. Going to take it inside the 15. Georgia doesn't hurry up, taking their time. Easy goes in motion. Leonard takes the snap and get this to Boyce. Doesn't get much there. It's gain of 2. Georgia will take a timeout. Second and 8, Leonard takes the snap. They set up the screen to Easy. He's got good blocking, going to try to cut it back inside the 5. I don't think there's any real reason to rush it. 25 seconds left. Do still have 2 more timeouts. Leonard's going to hand it off to Easy. He's going to get aggressive. First and goal. He gets the first down. Now Georgia will call another timeout. Felt it easy. Got stopped short. Leonard takes the snap. Going to try to get this inside to Dallas, and he makes an exceptional diving catch. The Athens, Georgia hometown native has been so good for the Dogs this year. What a grab there. Leonard gets the opening. Dallas gets the catch. I don't know if they're going to review that. They do not, in Georgia. Very likely to take a 4-point lead into halftime. A 14-play, 77-yard drive took up roughly 5 minutes there. Really nice response from the offense. They've not found the big play in the passing game. Big time hit there from Quintavious Johnson. First and 10. Doesn't surprise me if Hicks just hands it off here. It is going to be a handoff, decent run. Hill comes in, makes a nice tackle. It's a gain of 5 for Walters. We go to halftime with Georgia up 10-6. Been a very even game so far. Penn State, I think, has been a little bit more consistent on offense, really and truly. Yards per play is much higher, but Georgia's been able to extend those drives, been able to shorten this game, and they do take the lead. Been able to run the football, somehow actually have more passing yards than Penn State as well. Georgia's had 2 good drives and then have pretty much not really done much of anything outside of those, but those 2 drives have been crucial, and it's been enough to get the job done. He kicks it away. Napoli with a nice tackle there. Coming down. Let's take a look and see how Tuggle is doing here. Yeah, still dealing with that. Looks like he's okay to maybe play. Try to save that in case we need him a little bit later here in the second half. 2 tight ends. Underneath, good strong tackle there from Williams. A 3-yard completion. Ansford on the grab, the backup tight end. 4 wide receivers here. Yeah, carry. Nice kind of corralling him there for a second. Walters finds a way to get a gain of 5 out of that. 3rd and 2. Play action. Hicks going to try to scramble. Gets the big play there from Jones. These Georgia linebackers playing extremely well here. No quarterback spy. Jones just rolls with where kind of the bootleg action was going. Hicks tried to scramble and get the first. Jones comes off his man. Hicks unable to adapt or make him miss. Big time play there. Addington now on the return. Take it up to the 46. Georgia with a really good chance here now to put themselves well into the positive. Cantrell comes in motion. Cantrell goes back out. They're going to swing it out there to him. Cantrell may get some blocking. Got a little bit from Boyce. Gain of 6, though. Goes empty. Hunter takes the snap. This underneath. Napoli does a little something with it. Not seen this a lot from Georgia, but they go under center. And Riddell in motion. Leonard takes it. It's a handoff. Run right behind Riddell. It's a gain of 6 there. 11 carries for 53 yards for Tobias. Georgia's got a really good chance here if they can make something happen. Hunter takes the snap. Gonna wait, be patient, gets it to Cantrell. Having a nice playoff run. Georgia's just playing everything underneath. They're playing safe. They need to make sure they make the most out of their opportunities. Hunter takes the snap. We'll try to float this one to Cantrell, and it's going to get intercepted. Just when we talked about Georgia playing it safe, literally jinxed that instantaneously. Cantrell just got outran to the spot. I don't think that was a bad it's a bad decision. It ends up being intercepted. But Leonard takes the snap. Cantrell is going over before the cornerback can really shift his hips, but he does a really nice job. He rotates quickly, goes over there with it. Tried to float that up, let Cantrell make a play. Overthrew it a little bit. John Mitchell on the interception. Be a run to Walters. He's able to spring it out enough to get a gain of 3. Really big missed opportunity here. Right there. Leonard's now thrown an interception in each of these playoff games. Play action. It's going to be a safety. Jordan Hall gets to the quarterback. The best defensive player in all of college football this season makes his first big play here of this Cotton Bowl. Play action. Penn State's been very play action heavy. That time it's set up. Hall beats his man on the inside. Now Georgia. This is where you can maybe try to set up a shot play. Got the momentum back. That was a big time play. Leonard made the crucial mistake. Haydenton's going to go in motion. Can they catch him going full speed? They do. Gonna get this to Cantrell. That one almost got knocked away. Cantrell makes something out of it, though. Penn State's doing a nice job of at least backing everybody up. They're not letting Georgia create any deep shots. It's kind of hurt them in their run defense. Georgia's been able to mostly do a lot of good things underneath. The one kind of shot play they take ends up being intercepted. Leonard takes the snap. We get this over to Dallas. It's the first down. Tuggle comes in motion. Or excuse me, Boyce. It's not Tuggle anymore, and Boyce just drops it. That would have likely been a really big play. Got the blocking he needed there from Riddell. It could have been a big play. 2nd and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Tobias, wrapped up in the backfield. Everett's made a couple of really nice plays. A 3rd and 12. Takes the snap. We're trying to throw this one to Cantrell. Big time completion there on 3rd and 12. Trusting your guys, letting them make plays. Really no reason for Georgia not to kind of play things safe there, but they do not. Now Dallas goes in motion. It's a jet pass to him. Dallas has got room. Tries to get to the outside. Gets tackled down right at the 5. Perfect play call there. Georgia with a really good chance here to put themselves up multiple scores. It's a carry to Tobias, who takes it into the end zone. Georgia putting their stamp on this one now, up 18-6. Do they go for 2? It does look like they're going to. Tobias able to get that score. Leonard takes the snap. Gonna hand it off to Tobias. Gets wrapped up in the backfield. 2-point conversion is no good, but Georgia is still up 12 points. 2 scores. Dawgs kicks it away. Wrapped up at the 10-yard line. Penn State's got a long way to go here. And they go empty, go with that little diamond look. It's going to be a screen. They can't get off the blocking. Nice job there on the perimeter for Penn State. Gets a gain of 6 out of that. Personnel. It's a handoff to Walters. Golly, he's tough to bring down. 3rd and 2. They throw it, don't hand it off to Walters here on the 3rd and short. He's out of bounds. Out of bounds. Penn State's going to have to punt it. Illegal touching. Georgia's going to accept it. Penn State's going to have to punt this away. That's a huge play. Hicks found his guy. He just stepped out of bounds and tried to come back in and catch it. Hayden doesn't get a lot there. Ends up getting across midfield. Georgia could be looking for the dagger here at any second. Any second could be the dagger. Leonard takes the snap. It's going to slide down. It's a gain of 6. Bring your pressure on them. They cannot find those deep shots, though. Leonard takes the snap. No, bad decision. Bad decision. Leonard. That's why they need to run the football. Leonard makes a crucial mistake there. Knew it as soon as he threw it. Just out of curiosity, I don't really know if anything was open there. No, nothing. Just no reason to throw that. Tried to throw it just kind of as he crosses the linebacker. And like as soon as I do it, I realize that the other linebacker there was going to jump across there, picks it off. Penn State trying to survive here. Georgia letting opportunities go to waste. Cannot do that in this circumstance. Play action. Hicks this time is going to scramble and nobody's there. Bullying his way through Peel. It's a nice play out of that. Here comes Penn State. This was going to be a read option. Hicks takes it back out, breaks the tackle there of Williams. Another first down run for Hicks. Little pistol here. It'll be a play action here again. Just barely got that throw off in the time. Jones could have maybe gotten over there. Perhaps pick that one off. Penn State back inside the 3. That'll be the start of the 4th quarter. Georgia really struggled in the 4th quarter against Florida. They're up 12. Leonard has thrown 2 interceptions, though. Can he make a big pass if Georgia needs it? Penn State's only got 2 third-down conversions. Georgia's been able to really shorten this game. But they keep making passing mistakes in the passing game that you just can't make. Hicks going to try to scramble. They're going to say he gets in on the dive. Williams almost able to dive out there and sack him. Hicks is able to get away from it, though. What effort from the sophomore. Scrambles out. Now that's Adenaje Green. Maybe that was Williams. They catch him. Gets a hand on it. Big time hit there. But Hicks, with the effort, able to put Penn State back within a score. Now a touchdown would give them the lead. That is how you respond after your defense gives you the ball with a good field position. Leonard got to take care of the football. It's the most important thing. Evans gets to return out to the 19. Leonard takes it. Gonna hand it off to Tobias. Gets the block, and they're going to call a hold. Now Georgia's going to be backed up. Does not have a whole lot of offensive penalties this entire year, but a big one there for Miles Roche. Georgia's got to find a way to make something happen now. 1st and 19. Leonard takes it. It's a toss out to Tobias. Just too much speed there. 48 came all the way across the field, made a great play. 2nd and 16. Leonard's going to take the snap. Going to get this over to Riddell, who catches it, sets him up for a 3rd and 2. Now Georgia's got a good chance of getting the first down. A lot better than they did right before that. Make your moments count. Leonard takes it. Going to dump this quickly to Dallas. Catches it through contact, finishes it off. They sent the blitz. Georgia quickly diagnosed it. Leonard's going to take it. He's going to hand it off to Easy, but just not enough blockers there. Georgia not wanting to make that crucial mistake again. Done that a couple of times. Leonard with 2 interceptions. Up 5. Leonard takes the snap. Dump it again to Dallas. He doesn't catch it though. 3rd and 9 now. Leonard takes the snap. There's just no opening. No opening. Georgia gonna have to punt it. Okay. Lozano. Nice punt off. Can Georgia get there to try to contain this return? Decent return. Penn State takes over at the 32. Georgia's offense flatlining now with a couple of turnovers. Wide receiver sent in motion. It's going to be a handoff though instead. Not good vision there. Could have definitely left yards on the table there. Just a gain of 3. Peel with a nice open field tackle though. 4 wide receivers. Excellent throw there over the middle. Penn State with a big play there. Throw it. Oh, Hicks is able to get away from pressure. Justin Williams wraps him up. I don't know if that's going to count. It does count as a sack. Williams chasing him all over the field. It's his first sack. 2nd and 10. It's going to be a run to Walters. He cuts back up. Georgia's able to get a tackle there from Bolden. It's a 3rd and 3. Absolutely massive play. Hicks has got nowhere to go. Can Williams chase him down? He cannot, and Hicks inside the 15 down to the 12. He just got too much speed. He's too fast for even Williams there. Pass. Throws that. Completed to his tight end, Reynolds. 2nd and 3. Georgia in major trouble here. To throw again. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to try to throw that. He does complete it. Great Craft is there. 3rd and 1. Try to scramble out immediately. Jones tackles him, but he gets the first down. Come on, man. He's a freak. He's a freak of nature. Hell of a player. Play action. Going to try to dump that. It's dropped. Throwing that to a lineman, essentially. Not essentially. I had to be a lineman. Number 55. I don't think they have a third tight end. It cost them there on that play. Hicks. Going to be a play action here again. He's going to get sacked by Hooks coming off the edge. Knocks him back to the 9. That's going to be set in motion here. He's going to try to scramble. This time they lock him up. Going to force the field goal. These games are coming down to the wire. 53-yarder earner knocks that one through. 18-16. Georgia is up 2. Want to kick it away here. Addington on the return can find a seam. Up to the 22 is where Georgia's offense will take over. What is Georgia? What do you even go to here? Probably been too pass happy. Do you go back to that run game? Oh, it's going to be a false start. Golly, come on. Horrible way to start the drive there. 1st and 15. Try to set up a screen, gets it to Tobias with room to roam. Sets up a 2nd and 2. Great play call. Great execution. Leonard's straight handoff to Tobias. It's the first down. Not sure we can let this clock run. They can take this to the 2-minute warning without taking a snap here. That is what they're going to do. Georgia up 18-16. This offense has just gone completely dead here. This second half, can they make the plays when they matter? Leonard, it's a handoff to Tobias. Gets good run room, and Tobias gets a first down. Penn State has to call a timeout. Now, as long as you don't have a turnover, keep the clock moving and make them use their timeouts. A straight handoff to Tobias. Excellent run blocking, and the run game is going to take Georgia very likely here to the national championship game now. Just handing it all to Tobias. Finishing the job here. To him again, just too much blocking. Tobias, it's a gain of 7. He's over the century mark. Georgia is now a first down away from this game being over. Minute 48 left. Penn State has no timeouts. It's just a run straight up the gut. Tobias breaks a tackle, gets inside the 20. Georgia is going to pull this one off. Dramatic fashion, a dramatic game. They survive losing the turnover battle. 18-16 win here over Penn State. John Hicks, shout out to number 17 for Penn State. Defense made just enough big plays. Just enough. What a game. What a game. The safety from Jordan Hall is the difference. Georgia's offense really lackluster for most of that second half. Keldon Leonard throws 2 interceptions, but Georgia finds a way to get through. They find a way to get through this game. Take a look at the snaps and their stats, and then I'll get the thumbnail stuff. So we easily outgained Penn State. Way more first downs. Ran the ball better, much more efficiently. The passing game was pretty solid. A lot of underneath stuff. We were better than them on third downs. but we had 2 turnovers through 2 interceptions. Penn State was able to take advantage of that, get Hicks going there in that second half. Georgia does just enough to get it done. Leonard 27 of 35, 229, a touchdown, 2 picks. He's not been fantastic. He was good against Florida. Let's be honest. He was good against Florida. Perfectly fine. Really leaned on the run game a lot in that game, more so than we did in this one there until that last drive. But you can't turn the ball over much. The first interception, it's just kind of an overthrow. It's not a bad decision. The second interception was definitely a bad decision. A ball that should have never been thrown. Tobias, 20 carries, 115 yards, and the score. Easy was okay. Definitely should have gotten this run game more involved in this one. Leonard did have a nice scramble, but took 2 sacks. Dallas 6 for 47 and a tud. Cantrell 6 for 71. I think all of that was in the first half. Riddell was pretty good. Tobias, big time screen there after that false start from him on that drive there. Set up a 2nd and 2. He then takes a first down carry on the next play, and we're able to eventually run off the clock. Really got that run game going on that last drive. Nothing really major here, though. Hopefully, Tuggle will be just fine for the next game. Thought the offensive line was good. Thought they blocked well. Definitely gave up some pressure, but nothing astounding, I guess. Defensive side, Bolden was solid. I thought Justin Williams had a really nice game doing what we needed him to do. Chris Jones, I feel like, had a really nice game there as well. Hooks, big sack. Big sack there on that 2nd down play at the goal line. Coming off that play action, was able to chase down Hicks. Huge play. And, of course, Jordan Hall ends up making the play that is the difference in this game by getting that safety. We won by 2, got the safety. Jordan Hall, Defensive Player of the Year, making the play. Didn't get to the backfield a ton, but did a lot of containing with this offense. Didn't give up no majorly huge passing plays or anything. Just played real secure, on defense, and the opportunities, during this playoff run, we're really focused on trying to run the ball, control the clock, make sure that we're winning that time of possession. Worked out for us here. Penn State definitely has an offense that can give you problems. Hicks doesn't throw a touchdown because 14 of 17, 164 yards, was really efficient, safe, made plays. 13 for 53, had a touchdown. Take away the sacks that we had, all of a sudden his rushing yards are definitely better. Walters ran hard, definitely had some good runs in there. We just were able to contain him. Hamrick not very involved as far as the run game. I did have several receptions, 3 for 14. Nothing really stands out here, right? Didn't throw the ball a whole lot. We're the ones that control the clock. They did get, a 33-yarder, a 26-yarder, 18, 16, 18 as you look at the longs over here, and a 16. So they found a couple of splash plays. Nobody was able to really take over the game. Thought their offensive line was solid. Don't think it was great, though. I really figured with their offensive line, with the kind of running back that Walters did, he would give us more of a fit. But maybe that power back archetype is something that we just play a little bit better with. Not quite as shake and bake. The change of direction is not quite as good to kind of make me / the linebackers miss more. Campanaro had a good game for them there at safety, including getting a sack. Nelson, 5 tackles, an interception. Mitchell gets the interception. He's the one that got the really nice play there on the outside. Nelson, I just threw the ball directly to. Perriman had 12 tackles. Keys had 14. These linebackers were all over the field trying to make plays. Campanaro had the only sack, and again, those 2 guys with the interceptions. But it's Georgia that comes out on top when they really, really needed that today. We'll see if there's maybe some way to maybe use the safety here for. I don't really like the kind of the diving tackle there. What about the? Yeah, we maybe do his touchdown scramble. I might could do a little something with that. Let's see. I don't like when they're kind of connecting there. Kind of arms kind of going through the thing there. Maybe we can do. Yeah, I think that's going to be a. I don't know if you're really going to be able to tell what's going on. Maybe if we do. Something like that, I think, would be kind of a cool shot. Man, what a game. Just not ready to let the series die. Yeah, the run game's been phenomenal. Can't really have any complaints about that. Certainly have to do a better job of taking care of the football. That's definitely the big thing that kind of stands out from that game, with on 3 interceptions in this playoff run, but we survived. Now, as we look at the bracket, on the other end is Michigan and Clemson. So both these teams definitely making Cinderella runs here. Now, of course, if we play Clemson, the storyline is, we've faced these guys in the playoffs, faced them several times in this series. Obviously, the opener, the first game of the series in the first video was against Clemson. I think that'd be interesting. For Michigan, don't really have a storyline with them necessarily. Another thing for Clemson is the Cam Coleman. We really wanted him to come in and transfer into us and play for us. Instead, he ends up going to Clemson, picks them over us, despite us putting max effort on trying to bring him in to be our wide receiver 1 this year. Michigan, I don't think has looked quite as good during this playoff run. I think we're going to play Clemson here again, which would be kind of a cool thing here to book into the series with games against Clemson. I think that would be cool. It would also be cool to play Michigan. I'm sure they're still definitely that heavy, running the ball team. Pretty much down for whoever, though. Let's see what matchup we get here. I forgot that they do this. Tobias, SEC offense, he might be the player of the week. It's going to be against Michigan, who has made a Cinderella run all the way through as a lower seed here. And that is who we are playing in the national championship game, as we have made it here for the 3rd time in the 4 years. We've only gotten 1 title, hoping to end up getting another one here, and they thrashed Clemson. Wow. Thrashed Clemson. 35-13. This game was 21-7 at halftime. Clemson made it 21-10 at the end of the 3rd quarter, and then Michigan just buried them. Clemson had 232 yards of offense. Michigan doubled them. It beat them in pretty much every statistical category. Clemson didn't turn the ball over. They just got beat down in this game. Michigan was 8 for 13 on 3rd downs. Clemson just 2 of 14. I was going to say, I'm assuming it was not a great game for Vizina, and it was not, as his career ends 1 game short of a national championship appearance. Goes 17 for 32, 185 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Haynes is okay. Vizina did find the end zone on the ground. Cam Coleman, 4 for 56. Let's take a look at this Michigan side. Lamo taking care of the football, the redshirt freshman, same class as Kelton Leonard. So you start off this season, against Mike Michaud out of Florida State, same class, 2 of the better quarterback prospects. Lemieux here, I think I said Lamo, excuse me. I'm pretty sure it's Lemieux, is the, maybe not quite as good based on where his overall rating is, but same class, gets to the spot here. 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards, really showed up. Did not run the ball great. Trapucka here, 19 carries for 29 yards, but did find the end zone. Kendrick Bell, 2 carries, 73 yarders. He hit him for a 75-yard touchdown. Probably one of those later big plays there. Pre-scoring, the tight end here has been here their entire series, of course. 5 for 72, finds 2 touchdowns. Duke also gets a score. So 3 touchdown receptions all go to their tight ends, while Marion Stewart does have a pretty good game there as well. Bell looks really good there. Oh, I did not notice that. Bell is a wide receiver that scored a 75-yard touchdown run, and also 3 for 58 in the receiving game. So I haven't really been showing like our total team stats. We're going to do that here at the end. But yeah, the next time I see you guys in this series for the last time, Georgia is in the national championship game with a chance to get our 2nd title here of the series, and they will be taking on Michigan to do so. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Check out my Tulane Dynasty that's going to be continuing forward. as it is kind of nearing the end of season 4 here as well in that series. Atlanta Hawks franchise, and gonna have an MLB The Show franchise starting on Friday, unless something crazy happens. I don't have power or something. That will be starting on Friday when I do get the early access for that. And then Georgia comes down to one last video. Thank you guys for the support that I've had on this series. The viewership for a guy that's new to YouTube has been crazy throughout this entire journey, really. But yeah, very excited to finish it off. Hopefully we get another national title. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, peace.